Today's episode of The Mom Game is brought to you by our friends at Gateway Buick GMC at LBJ and Jupiter. I know that buying a car can be stressful, but not at Gateway because their slogan is, Gateway's got it. And just what does that mean? Well, it means Gateway's got a wide selection of new Buicks, GMCs, and GM certified used vehicles, all competitively priced. Gateway's got it. In these busy times, you want a car dealer who makes things easy and convenient. Well, guess what? Gateway's got it. When you log on to gatewaybuickgmc.com, look for the Shop, Click, Drive button. This allows you to shop from the comfort of your home, and who doesn't want that? In fact, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, select your vehicle. 2, create your offer. 3, schedule your delivery. And on top of all this, Gateway Buick GMC offers complimentary car washes for life. So when you want a dealer who has it all, Gateway's got it. You can find them online at gatewaybuickgmc.com or shop in person at LBJ and Jupiter. GMC, we are professional grade. Experience the new Buick. And welcome to episode 181 of The Mom Game. I'm Emily Jones. She's Julie Dobbs, and we are still together. And
yay!
Yes, yeah, still together. Why would we not be together? I guess because
the Rangers are on the road, and
true.
You could be there, and then we would not be together.
I could, but I'm not.
But you're not.
I will be on the last trip of the season, which is shaping up to be
way more important than we want it to be.
Yes, we are going to delve into the Rangers a little bit later. But first, we're celebrating. I'm celebrating, and I hope you'll celebrate with me. Because thanks in part to our dear friends at Gateway Buick GMC, .com, but Gateway Buick GMC, and one of our previous sponsors, Next Step Recruiting, the Do It for Dirt doubleheader raised over $180,000.
Oh my gosh.
$180,000.
That's so much money.
Yep, and every single penny will go to
Congrats,
families.
girl. I will celebrate with you.
All going to families impacted by sudden loss. We don't keep a penny of it. The foundation does not keep a penny of it. We are a board of 6 people, and we all work, free of charge to keep the memory of Richard Dirt alive and to help families impacted by sudden loss in that tough time. And we've had, I think I wrote 4 checks this week of people that heard about us because of the event. And
oh, wow. So it
needed to help.
Oh, yeah. Okay. People that you're going to help.
And then, and we really feel like as a foundation that if the more good that we do, the more people that will want to help us and contribute and help us, financially or do whatever they can. So yeah, I'm super, super proud of the hard work of everyone. And it was a fun, hot event at Rangers Golf Club, but super fun. So huge shout out.
It was golf.
It was golf, and then the event
a
afterward,
party,
like the live auction and the party. But I think we figured out a way next year. This is the first year we've done the 2 things together. And I think next year we've come up with a really great way to kind of condense everything to where it's not such a long day. I mean, I got there at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't leave until like 10:30 that night.
Yeah.
And, there were some people who got there at 11 and stayed, that were guests that stayed until 9:30. And so you're talking about, a 10, 11, 12 hour day. It's a long day. So anyway, I think we're going to tweak some things. We're definitely going to do it when there's cooler weather next year. But yeah, so huge thanks to Gateway Buick GMC for all their support always. And then of course, Next Step Recruiting, who put the tournament on, and Greg Denman, Nikki and Chad Koyman. They're just fantastic people. And so I just wanted to start off the show by saying thank you to a current sponsor, a previous sponsor that supports the Do It for Dirt Foundation.
For sure. Well, I know you work really hard on that.
Very important.
So it has to feel good to see the fruits of your labor pay off.
Yeah. And I had 2 successful, since we last met, I had 2 successful my kind of retirement insurance business that I started. So I kind of officially launched it, and had some people in Lubbock that I met with, and people in Fort Worth. We had them over last night. So, I'm feeling good.
Moving and shaking.
I know. And I'm excited about the insurance thing. I know it's weird. Yeah. John Daniels came to the event last night at my house, and he was like, dude, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I can't sit still. And I don't want to be on Mike McCoy's payroll. Like, I love him. But at some point TV is probably going to be
Yeah.
done. I don't know when that's going to happen. But when it does, I want to be sure that I am, fueled by something that motivates me. The insurance thing is, I feel like, I've done one policy so far, and it was with my dear, dear friends from college. And I've actually, I felt good, not just about, because I closed a deal or whatever, but I felt like it was such a good decision for their family. It was something so beneficial to them. And that made me feel really good. So
It's life insurance?
Yeah, it's index universal life policies. We can delve into it like at a later show, and I'll kind of try to explain, because it helps me the more I talk about it, because this obviously isn't my area of expertise, but I did, dive in, get my license and all that kind of stuff. And when they approached me, Advocate Financial Partners approached me.
You got so many hats nowadays, girl.
Hats. When they approached,
so many hats, but you literally have a hat for each one of them. Your mom game hat.
Lots of hats.
Yeah.
But when they approached me about it, I wasn't sure that I was, old dog. Can I learn new tricks? And it's just been really fun, and it's been
to challenge yourself and learn something new and acquire new skills. And because you had to study a lot and pass a test.
I did, and it was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like,
is it bad that I just don't know that I could do it? I have so many dreams about college still.
I know.
And I wake up
I know.
I'm so glad I never have to study and take a test ever again.
Yeah. I mean, it got to the point, I remember, because I got through college in 3.5 years, went straight to work. I worked 2 jobs minimum at my entire college career.
Yeah.
And so I was so ready to get out of college, so I didn't have to. I don't know. There's something so freeing about not having to study or take classes. I would, to the point where I was like, people are like, you want to go to a workout class? I'm like, I don't go to class. I don't go to class.
Right.
I'm not putting anything on my schedule that I have to be there.
I know. And then you're there and you're trapped for 45 to 55 minutes.
Yeah. And you get judged.
And you have to do what they're telling you, even if it's really hard.
I know. Well, and it's like when I was playing tennis, and we're playing tennis at the club that we're members of at Colonial. And I mean, I'm the worst. The lowest is 2.5. I should be a 0.3. I mean, I'm terrible at tennis. But so we're the worst ranking of tennis. And I remember, I would show up or have to leave early or something, or show up late, and the instructor's busting my balls about it. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking paying you to be here.
Right.
I'm paying for this. I'm a grown ass woman.
Yeah.
If I need to step out from my backhand drill to take a phone call for business,
it gets so much worse too as you climb up the levels.
Which is why I never want to climb up the level. I want to be the best 2-5 tennis player that ever lived. I haven't played in forever, but anyway, I just remember being like, wait, what's going on? You're scolding me.
Yeah.
But I'm
tennis is some serious shit, girl.
Yes, which is why I don't play. And I think everyone probably is annoyed with me that's on my team. They're like, she's taking this seriously.
I know.
I was on some good teams with chill girls.
I got not scolded. I skipped I'm not going to martini bingo tonight with my tennis team.
Oh, martini bingo. Do tell. Do they need a fill in?
You can go in my stead. You can go in my place.
Do you have to play tennis? Because I'm pretty sure they'd be like, it's a hard no on her.
That part is, you don't have to play tennis to go to martini bingo, but there's so many things that go along with being on a tennis team.
Right. So you're getting scolded for not going to martini bingo on your tennis team.
Yeah. I mean, I've scolded. Blair, I love you, my captain. She's serious. So yesterday she was like, who else going? Why aren't you going, Julie? And I was like, well, I don't know. It was $40 and my husband's unemployed. And
I was about to say, did you make something up? You were just like, no.
It's an adjustment, with my new schedule too. I was even talking to Kelly about this morning.
Now, doesn't everybody feel like you should be able to do all the things because Kelly's here?
I'm good right now.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm so jealous. I have to go do radio after this.
You have to go do radio. I don't.
But yeah, no, with what was I talking? Oh, my schedule. So yeah, getting off at 6, getting home at 6:30 now.
Yeah.
I really treasure that hour and a half to 2 hours
before they go to bed.
All I really on school days, I only see them before school and then that.
Yeah.
I'm like the I'm like the dad,
You're like the dude.
I'm like the man that comes home and he's like, oh, put my feet
I'm
up.
so tired. What you got ready for dinner, honey?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've been looking forward to a casserole all day.
Oh, how was your day? Yeah, good for you. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, did you make a new friend? Sorry, what? No, just kidding, dads. I love you all. But no, it is. It's like, okay, I have an hour and a half. So it's like pressure to like have really great family time, and like have dinner and sit at the table.
It'll wear off soon. Just give it a few weeks.
It will. It will. But little things like, socially things at like 7:00. I'm like, not right now. I'm just trying to get into the transition.
No, I do that during the season. And especially September's coming. Yeah. September, I'm working, I think 21 or 22 games. I'm gone for a week-long road trip at the end of the month, the very last one. Yeah. And so when I get invitations to do something or something, I'll look at that. I'll look at my work schedule and be like, that's a stretch of like, 10 straight that I'm not going to have but one night at home, and I'm not going to fill it up with something that's not my family. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. But but it's good to say no too.
It is.
Remember? We talked about this.
Yeah, I know.
Too much. I mean, I've said it too. Like, yeah. I mean, we know I've said it. Not I said it too. I said it originally.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think you agreed with me.
Yes, for sure. It is.
Just like with most things.
Time is currency. Isn't that a thing that people say?
Sure.
Time is currency, or like time is valuable, and
there's nothing more valuable than time.
Yeah, something like that. Time currency.
Whatever.
I've also heard people talk about, this one's crazy. I know we'll dive into the social things later, like the social maneuvering of moms and like whatnot. We touched on it, but I heard someone say once, like, there's such thing as social currency.
Oh, really?
So, like, if you go to this event, or like if you're on a board, that's social currency. That's helping your family.
Super gross.
I know. I'm like,
someone ever sold something to me on the premise of social currency?
I know, Emily.
I'd be like, and I couldn't turn and run away fast enough.
Right?
Because if you're trying to sell me on social currency, I'm all the way out.
I know.
Like, not sure if you're aware, I don't really give one fuck about my social currency.
Right? It's like, show me the actual money.
I mean, if you want to offer me like actual currency,
right,
then we can have a conversation. Mm-hmm. Social currency. This is
now you're slap drunky.
We
were just talking before the show about our episode with Jake, where I was not drunk, but slap.
You were like
slap happy. Yeah, you're slap happy now. It's fun.
And I think
it's fun to sit here.
I think there was just like such a sigh of relief, because I had that event. I just knew this was such a crucial stretch. The Rangers were on the road for 10 days, and I've got this amount of time to make some hay before September hits and it's wheels off. And so I had the 2 back-to-back advocate events, and then I had the Do It for Dirt event in the middle. And so it was just, I feel like just last night, like,
you jammed a lot in this Rangers road trip.
And when you do, you're like, we've talked about this before too. Like, my anxiety is the anticipation of things, right? Yeah. Like when I'm going to be out of town or go on a road trip, it's the anticipation. So like September was a lot of like, anticipating September was a lot on me. Like, okay, this is coming, and these are all the things I have to do before September 1 hits and the Rangers get back in town and I enter this like final stretch of the regular season, all that kind of stuff. And so to feel like I got past that, the things I was anticipating, does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Is a huge sigh of relief. Like last night I was like, I just took stock of like everything that I had gotten done, and was just kind of proud of myself, and then popped a couple early birds and went to bed.
Nice.
Speaking of early bird.
Speaking of early bird.
Yeah, we need to do some sports courts.
Yeah, we're
gonna have sports courts brought to us by Early Bird, since I brought it up.
Okay,
and then we'll switch it.
Sure, let's do it.
So as I was saying, I didn't drink a bunch last night. We had drinks and whatever. But I'm speaking about this thing that I'm pretty new to, and I only talked for maybe.
Did you have one last night?
Do I? Yes. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So that was like the last thing that I was anticipating.
Gotcha. I didn't realize it was last night.
The insurance thing. Yes. And so I did speak for like 5 minutes, and usually I could, I don't care.
Do you have like a board
in front of everyone?
I didn't
have a board. I did have notes, and then I immediately, like 3 seconds into my talk, folded them up and used them basically as a prop to fidget with my hands.
Yeah.
And I don't get nervous about stuff generally anymore, speaking or whatever. But when you're talking about something that's out, I'm not in my comfort zone with it yet. So it was a little intimidating, and people that I know and care about. And anyway, so I was trying to make a good impression and, show people I was taking this very seriously. And so anyway, I was just trying to be on my, P's and Q's or whatever. And so by the time I got cleaned up and everyone left and got the kids to bed, I just like sat there and had a glass of wine. And then I still was pretty wired. And then I was like, I need to go to bed. I need to go to sleep. And so I was like, I know what I can do. I can just take my 2 early birds,
Yes.
pop them in, put on the Swamp Kings, the Florida Gators.
Oh yeah,
Netflix
documentary
thing on Netflix, and sat in my bed, watched it on my phone, and then as soon as I got sleepy, I just put it away.
How long from early bird pop to?
It's about 20 minutes for me.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, so that's why
Mine's not long at all.
It's fast. Yeah.
It's fast.
I wish mine hit faster. Maybe I'm building up a tolerance.
You are, because I still am like, I'm a half a gummy.
God. You know what I need to try? I need to try them when I don't need to sleep.
Yeah.
And like when I don't have any responsibilities or need to go anywhere. And then just like in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
When I've got not that I'm worried about like, is it going to make me crazy? But like, you shouldn't be driving on them. Like you should just treat it like you've had a couple glasses of wine, right?
Yes.
So maybe that could be a fun experiment.
Gummy and hot tub.
Yo,
sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. So we'll do that in the winter. That's
a
little mom game challenge. Maybe we could have a sleepover.
We could do an after dark. Take a gummy.
Oh,
do an after dark in the hot tub.
Take a gummy. Drink some Coppola wine.
Yes.
Do it in the hot tub. I don't know if we can do an after dark in the hot tub.
I think we can. We can do whatever we want.
Okay. Well, coming soon.
We're in charge of this, bitch.
Julie and Emily, the mom game after dark, on gummies from a hot tub, drinking Coppola wine. Stay tuned.
Yay! All the things. Let's do it.
Oh my God.
Let's do it in the fall.
That is actually a great idea.
Isn't it?
It is.
I'm brilliant.
Write that down. You are brilliant.
Alrighty.
Anyway, so I will say, like, it's not a keyboard. It's not a keyboard.
I'm writing it down. What did you do?
You're never gonna remember this. Okay, I do like that idea. So anyway, love early bird. It saves my my tuchus every once in a while.
Yep.
Actually, not even every once in a while, quite often.
Yeah.
And gets me like, because I know that once I do that, once I take a couple, I'm just like, okay, now it's time to get in bed. It's time to chill the fuck out. So anyway, love you,
They're great. Oh, yes. And we were published.
Oh yeah,
it was so cool.
That was cool.
It was on Culture Map.
Thank you, Eric.
Yes, I know. It was great.
I love him.
Culture Map Dallas had an article about early bird. And
we didn't even do anything to we didn't.
He didn't
know
even
about
tell us. Yeah,
you just found it.
I just randomly saw it because I'm always helping out this guy on my show named Mr. Dallas. I help him out a lot sometimes and looking for Dallas stuff. And I was on Culture Map and I was like, it's early bird. And then I read it and I was like, it's us. He gave us a shout out for helping him grow and move into the Dallas market and everything else. So that was really cool.
Listen, the mom game sponsorships are where it's at.
It works.
Yeah, it does.
It works.
I mean, that makes me proud and happy.
I know.
Not just for us, but for them. That this partner. It's not. I never want to be in a relationship, whether it's business, personal, my marriage, whatever, where it's always on the take. Yeah. Right? Like you want other people to succeed, and especially people you're partners with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
I know.
It's fantastic.
I know. We're lucky how it's worked out.
Yeah.
Wine, gummies, wine delivery. I work with the family concierge who, oh my God.
Yeah. They're changing your life.
They're changing my life.
I love it.
She's so amazing. It's once a week.
So are you able to keep your shit together once she puts it in order?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, the main thing is the kids' rooms. Like she has the kids' rooms like just dialed in. Yeah. And so we stay on them. And she couldn't, well, anyway, yesterday she went in and like reset them all because she took a month off for personal stuff. And then it was just my upstairs gets really hot. So she like couldn't do it last week.
Yeah.
We fixed it since then. But anyway, now they're like ready to go. And so, yes, it's cute because the kids buy in.
Take pride in it. Yeah.
And they take pride in it. And she brings them treats if they keep it, nice. And then she'll help me with the fridge and just like some shit downstairs. She resets like my living room. It's like my one room that I've fully done out. And as far as furniture and decor and everything else. And so she just helps make that look great. Cause I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
And I don't think about it. I'm like, here's my list of things, and that's down here.
Right.
Unfortunately. So no, she's just awesome. And now with my new schedule that I don't get home till 6:30, like I feed my kids at 6. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So she was like, what can I help you with now that school's starting? And I was like, well, honestly, if you could make dinner on Tuesday nights when you're there and Kelly doesn't have to worry about it because he takes Ryder to football, I was like, that would be so huge. And so that was yesterday was our third dinner I came home to. It was just fully cooked, prepared, and it's delicious.
Okay, so
and then the house is organized.
If I ever
family concierge, she's the best.
Yes, and so this is a fun hypothetical. Like if you had just so much money, what is the first thing you would do? Like that's totally not necessary.
It's a good hypothetical.
Completely frivolous. Like mine, I think would be to hire a chef.
Yep.
Like Me too. You are the chef. I can take care of breakfast and lunch, got it all day. If you will whip up some dinner, oh my gosh, that would be the best thing ever.
It's the best.
Like
because you have to deal with that when you're working.
There was a time, I know. Tonight I'm making spaghetti, and so back to my cooking. No.
Yeah.
So I have this burn on my arm.
No! What happened?
It's so funny. One of our guests in the next couple of weeks is my friend Tara.
Yeah.
Who has a Down syndrome child, and Tara's awesome. She's probably like of all my friends, she's definitely the nicest. Like, she's so nice.
Yeah.
And so she was at my house last night, and she's also a dermatology PA. So I'm like, and bless her heart, like I'll send her pictures of like kids' asses, like what's this bump, like she just gets blown up.
I need to use your friend
she just gets, and I'm like, and I always like, sorry, me again. Like we check out this weird spot, and I'll send her pictures, and I'm expecting like this diagnosis or whatever. Anyway, she's the best. And so last night when she was over there, I was like, hey, so what do you think about this? Like it was all red around it.
You didn't know what it was?
No, I knew it was a burn.
Okay.
But I felt like it was red around it.
You were wondering if
She's
there
like,
was
what are you
problem.
putting on it? I was like, Neosporin. She's like, not a good idea. You could develop something, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. She was like, just let it breathe.
She doesn't like Neosporin.
Well, I don't know. Maybe on like an open wound. Anyway, so before I said that, she was like, somebody said, what is that? What were you doing? And I was like, well, I burned it on the oven. And she goes, you were cooking? And it was so funny because like usually
that burn is worth it because then you get to tell everyone the story that you were cooking.
I mean, I was cooking so hard. I burned myself.
You like pull something at the gym and you're like, I was at the gym.
Yes.
And you get to tell everybody that asks or doesn't ask.
This is how hard I was cooking.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay. Because usually zinger, I mean, I get fucking roasted.
How hard I was cooking.
I'm sorry, cooking so hard.
Cooking so hard.
Whipping
Fast
stuff
and
up.
Furious.
It was nuggets and French fries on a pan is what I was cooking.
Don't tell people that.
No, I know. But anyway, it was funny because that's usually like my other snide commenty friends are the ones to make those jokes. But
but so she was the really nice one.
It's an extra special zinger when it comes from like sweet Tara, who's like nice to everyone. And you can't even hardly get her to say like a bad thing about anyone.
Right.
So anyway, and I'm excited to have her on in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Okay, we were trying to talk sports. What were we talking about?
We were talking about the Rangers.
That's right.
So
it was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Is this our sports scores?
This is sports scores.
Welcome to sports scores.
Because we already said sports scores was brought to us by Early Bird, and that was approximately 12 minutes ago.
That's right. Oh, that's right. This is sports scores. We've covered a lot. We've covered a lot in here.
Okay, so yeah, the Rangers was really, really bad for a while.
Lost 9 of 10.
Yeah. But now won 3 of 4.
Emily.
Well, I know.
It wasn't supposed to get that bad.
I know.
You told me it wasn't every loss and everything. It was going to be okay. And it's not like they've lost like 10 in a row. I swear.
I know.
And then they fucking did. Excuse me. They almost lost 10 in a row.
I know. I was hanging on as long as I could.
So I need to ask you.
Are we at the ledge? We're not at the ledge. We're sizing it up. How far is the drop down there? Like, looks steep. Let's huddle back and.
I know people who have completely jumped off the wagon.
Well, that's fucking crazy.
You and Jeff today, when you come on my show at 5:00, okay. I can't wait for this conversation because he has jumped off the wagon. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it anymore with the bullpen.
Okay, well,
and the pitching staff.
I'll have a conversation with him.
Yeah, you need to. Although we'll talk about those waiver guys too.
Yes, in our next segment. But shit's not good. We're on a 9-game road trip. They come home. get to reset, start the month of September against the twins. But Hattie is my daughter because Joey.
Yeah. Does she have their date night planned?
We went and got our nails done,
Oh my
and
gosh.
she was like, "What color should I get for the twins?" And I was like,
"Shut
you
up,
little bitch! Like you can't. You can cheer for Joey. You cannot
She
cheer
wants to get twins colors
for the twins.
Wow, no.
It's not okay.
It didn't go well in Minnesota either for us, right?
We
Did
lost
get
3 of 4.
Swept? Okay,
No,
3 of 4.
So anyway, I love that she loves him, and I love that
Do they get to have a little meeting?
So then Sunday I'm going to take her to. So Mike's going to take the kids to the game on Friday, and then I'm going to take her to work with me on Sunday.
Oh.
And so she'll get to see him and talk to him. And what will probably happen is she will be anticipating this so much, and then she's probably going to be like super shy and weird, but whatever. So she's super stoked. But yeah, listen, it was a rough stretch. But 3 of 4, I mean, we're trending in the right direction.
I'm so glad they've at least won a couple.
Trending in the right direction. But then September, it's game on. But here's the thing, and this is me being 25 years into television and 20 years coaching this team. 20.
You think you're the coach of this team. I see how you really feel.
I couldn't think less of that comment.
I'm going to call Bo.
I'm sure, like, Bo just, he's got me on speed dial. Hey, Aaron, what do you think I should do with this bullpen?
What do you think about this lineup
What do you think about Aroldis in the 8th, or you think him in the 9th? Is that Nolan or Bruce Bochy?
That was Nolan.
Ryan.
Do Bochy, though.
I can't. Well, no. His voice is so deep, I can't.
It is.
It is so
deep. He is
deep.
Nolan-esque a little bit.
There's a little Nolan.
It's like just the slow,
but everything,
deep,
like
monotone.
my favorite is when because sometimes I think like he swats my questions out to fucking.
Yeah, I love it when he does that.
Yeah, it's great. And then so I get really excited though when I'll ask a question and he'll be like, "Yeah, that was pretty great, wasn't it?" Like, yeah, he agrees with me.
We did it. We're vibing.
Yeah. John Gray, 7 shutout innings.
Just keep throwing him against the wall. See what sticks, man.
Yeah, like state the most obvious thing ever. Great outing by John Gray, who went 7 scoreless. Yeah, boy, he did, didn't he? I heard great stuff.
Do you ever wish you could just like quickly retract?
Right,
you don't even need to answer this one. Let me try it. Let me ask another.
I know.
Just stop.
I mean, and then like you said, like sometimes I'll
and
just
your questions aren't bad.
I'll
but
preface
you
it
never
by
know.
saying, this is a stupid question, but here I am again.
I'm back.
Hey, stupid question, girl. Anyway, so yeah, it's okay. It's really okay. I think that was a huge wake up call. That 8-game skid, 9-game skid, whatever it was, really bad skid. It was a wake up call, right? Like, because I think all this time when Astros would make a move or Mariners would make a move, it was kind of like we still got this 2.5 game lead. We got a 1.5. So I think it's like it's game on. You're tied in the division basically, heading into the month of September, which is also too like this is effing great. Yeah, this is a race. This is awesome. This is what you want. I mean, granted, would you rather be 11 games up? Probably, but listen, we are playing meaningful baseball games in the month of September. Sign me up. I am all the way in. What's happening?
Is that Cash?
It's
no. Okay.
Are you that blind?
Yeah, I am.
Oh my God.
I'm very blind. But Cash Story might join us. So I didn't. Yeah, I want him to know that he can pop in at any moment.
Shannon has a beard and a full head of hair.
Well, there's also a big light in front of him.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Okay. So Rangers, I had the panic button. I was hovering over it. It's just so close.
Yeah.
And then now I'm just easing back.
Because of the couple
of
wins.
It's still within reach, but I'm not there yet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, listen, it's fun. We're playing fun baseball.
You think that
meaningful baseball. Don't ask me about the bullpen, please.
Okay.
I can't go there. It's just those guys.
That's the question.
I know.
How do you say don't ask?
And listen, I know. And when they're on, they're on. And usually it's not all 3 of the most reliable ones are usually not off all at the same time.
Like seriously.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
So my theory is it's not going to happen again where all 3 of them, I'm talking about Spores, Chapman, and Smith, are going to just collectively lose their minds all at one time.
I hope. Yeah, I mean, it's
going to happen. There's going to be another blown save or 2.
Well,
especially with the way this offense is playing.
I think they've had their share.
Right, but I'm
like
just
their
saying,
quota,
don't freak out if it happens
any
again.
good closer, you're like, well, they're going to give up a home run. They've done that now.
Let's pour some sugar on the offense. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
that's
was drying up too.
Sugar on me reference.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I like that.
Pour some sugar. So pour some sugar on the offense. Like let's get to where let's get a few easy ones.
Yeah.
You know, let's get this offense clicking.
Okay.
Let's get that hitting is contagious thing going.
Okay. Josh Young, maybe
close. No. And Evaldi close.
It just seems like it tailed off a bit, like when he got hurt and.
Well, no, they were fucking killed it, and then it kind of then it didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't immediate, but
it's 162. It's a long season.
That's true, Emily.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, Julie.
That's true. It is. Those are all the baseball cliches.
Just thought about that one.
Not a sprint.
I thought of it. Oh wait. Okay, go. No, we got to do news desk.
Oh, okay. Right? Yeah,
because we're doing Angels, right?
Let's do news desk. Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be on Angels. I had something else too. Let's do both.
Okay.
Because
TMG News Desk is brought to us by our friends at BottleRover.
We're
also bringing us our giveaway later.
Yep, and that's coming up on What's on Your Feed. We're going to announce our winner of the giveaway. The back to school giveaway that we've been talking about for a while. But yeah, let's do a little news desk. This is brought to you by BottleRover. If you don't have that app on your phone yet, stop what you're doing. I mean, I guess if you have to pause us to go do it, you can, but then come back. Don't forget to come back to us, but pause us and go download that BottleRover app on your phone because BottleRover is a game changer. You're probably going to want some refreshments coming up, especially for football season, but it's also still summer and feels like summer, so you still might need some refreshments for your pool if you're like me. We're having a lot of pool time still, but whatever it is, you don't want to have to make that extra trip to the liquor store. Who has time for that? You can save time, save gas by getting your drinks delivered for free with BottleRover. It's a $50 minimum order, which is super easy to do. BottleRover will take that relaxation for you and your husband, your family, your wife to the next level. Download that BottleRover app now. Kick back, relax, let BottleRover fetch your drinks for free when you spend $50. They also shop local liquor stores nearby your house. So you're kind of supporting local as well. You're supporting local with BottleRover. You're supporting the mom game. And let us know when you use BottleRover because we only tell you about things that we love that will help you. And BottleRover is just that. Thank you so much, BottleRover, for your support of us here on the mom game. And thank you for bringing us the TMG News Desk. Okay, let's do the Rangers news because that follows up our Rangers
the Angels basically put like 6 dudes on the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Which means that, I mean...
It was a big shock surprise.
Well, yesterday. It's a terrible look, first of all.
Yeah.
So now you're putting like the players that they just traded for when they decided to go all in at the deadline on the waiver wire, which is pretty, I don't know. I mean, I haven't done a whole lot of research on it, but it's pretty unprecedented. This is not something that happens where a team falls out of contention, and then just starts putting guys on waivers to get rid of salary. Yeah. But the thing about the waiver wire is, I guess when they get put on the waiver wire, designated for assignment, basically, then I think that's when the clock, like that's wherever you are in the standings. So the way waivers work is you have to pass through waivers in order to re-sign with that team. So it's like the team with the worst record has the first pick on the waiver wire, the worst record. And then you just go up from there. So there's a couple of legitimate pieces. Like the one that comes to mind right off the bat for me is Matt Moore. Matt Moore, who's pitched for us and has like got a sub-3 ERA out of the bullpen and has had like 40 innings or some shit. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, give me that.
I should have prepared for this better. But anyway, he's been really good this year. But I don't know so anyway, it goes through, and if you select them off the waiver wire, then you take them on as a player, obviously, and you take on their contract, so whatever that is. So anyway, it just was kind of like super wheels off, and it kind of shocked everyone when they did this on Tuesday. So we'll see. I must admit, I don't know the timeline on the waiver wire, like how that works, like. If it's like the draft, you're on the clock, are you a yay or a nay? You have this much time to decide, and then it goes up to the next and the next.
I think I heard Thursday.
Huh?
Something happens.
Is it Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thursday, something happens to where
So by the
It's, like,
time this
official.
airs, we'll see where these,
Right.
these abandoned angels have landed.
Right.
But it's crazy. It's crazy.
They're abandoned angels.
They're abandoned angels.
Angels.
Abandoned them. They abandoned. There we go.
I like it.
The name of this week's show is the Abandoned
Angels in the outfield. Angels in the bullpen.
Angels in the.
Hopefully.
Angels,
The abandoned angels.
Angels on the wire.
Angels on the wire.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, no, it was kind
That's
of,
crazy.
we were broadcasting when that happened yesterday, and
Mhm.
we were all like pretty excited because you talk about what the Rangers need, and all of a sudden it's there, but
Yeah.
then you have to
It's a whole thing.
have the worst record if the other teams are also claiming that specific player, which
Right.
makes it tricky. So then it's like, do you drop a game here today? You know what I mean? Like, try and have a worse
and
record than
I should know this.
Seattle,
but it
or-
would have to be when they designated them. That
Okay.
you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think that would. But I did joke because on my MLB girls text, Julia Morales, the Astros reporter, was texting. Was like, this angel shit is crazy.
do they want some of them?
Yes, and that's the problem. So I don't know. And I was like, she was like, we need to lose so we can have a worse record than Texas or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
and I joked and I said the Rangers knew this was coming, and so that's why they dropped.
That's
all
why
those
we
games.
lost a million games.
Yeah, I totally knew what we were doing.
Right?
Anyway, so yeah, that'll be
Chris Young
fascinating to see. But
can
that's why sports
Foresee the
is
future.
so fascinating. Like just especially baseball, there's so many little things that I've been covering this for 20 years.
Yeah.
This team.
Little
I don't-
intricacies.
Right,
Yeah.
but I don't really dabble. I mean, it's just so rare that stuff like this comes up that you're like, I really don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, stay tuned.
It'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah.
Hopefully the Rangers can get a bullpen arm because they need it. One other thing on the news desk, Em. So yesterday, the city of Dallas, or the state of Texas, I should say, released a bunch of new laws.
So many new laws.
But the one that I think is cool for moms, I will tell you now. So starting on September 1st, there will be no tax for the following family care items. I'm going to read them to you. Babysitters.
Babysitters.
There will be no tax on baby bottles, baby wipes, breast milk pumping products, diapers, adult and children, it says.
Really?
But like children's diapers, how much freaking money did you spend on that shit?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Diapers are dumb.
I
I mean,
hope-
they're effective, but
Okay, I do have
The
beef.
price is
If formula's not on here, I might be a little
surely
pissed.
formula.
It looks like it's not, at least on this list that I'm reading, because
that should definitely be on.
formula's so expensive.
So expensive, and not everyone can pump milk out their boobs. Like,
Right.
let's be real.
Hello. I couldn't. So we
I
were
was
all
a
formula all the time.
factory.
And yes,
Oh my gosh!
I guess
my
it's
whole
just-
freezer. We didn't have anything in the freezer except
you
for
were a
breast milk.
factory, like you
Oh.
pumped so much.
I pumped so much it was ridiculous.
Like, did you
I mean,
try?
imagine
to?
how obsessive I was.
You were
Imagine.
probably, yeah.
I mean,
I
like,
didn't
just
know you
try to
back then.
Bring it back. Ashley knew me. Oh,
Was
I
she
mean,
crazy about breast
I
milk?
told you I toted 7 pounds of breast milk around Game 7 of the World
Well,
Series.
you told
in
me
St.
that,
Louis.
but I have no reference point.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh,
I mean,
that
I had a
sounds bad.
freezer full,
Yeah.
and then I told you what I would do. I'm not gonna say it because
Tell
people
us.
will judge me.
Tell us.
Well, when I would, because you're not. I mean, obviously, you're not supposed to drink when you're nursing.
Right.
So you pump and dump.
Yeah.
So you pump it and you get it all out, and then you're fine.
God.
And so I would, if I had
one more task.
if I had a few glasses, or I didn't want to dump it, but I didn't want to, I
Yeah.
didn't want to give. So I would just have toppers. So I would put wine breast milk in a separate thing.
Uh-huh.
And then like if it was a 6-ounce bottle, I would fill all the 6-ounce bottles up to 5, and I would just a little topper
Uh-huh.
of the. I shouldn't admit, people are gonna come after me. People are really gonna come after me.
No, they're not.
I mean, it was like one.
So
My
like
kids are
so
fine. They're
instead
totally
of
normal.
dumping, you would
Instead of dumping,
have toppers of boozy breast milk that you put on the top.
and it wasn't like hammered breast milk.
It was like a floater.
It was just
No wonder Henry and Hattie never had a big fit.
listen. My kids are turned out wonderfully fine. I
Uh-huh.
was not. I didn't.
Didn't you just tell me Hattie was twerking as you were driving out of the driveway a couple weeks ago?
Totally normal.
That's that boozy breast milk.
That is. So anyway, God, I can already.
No, I love that you did that.
We need
Can you
to
imagine if I had
no
actually
social
tried
media on this one, Ashley. No social media on this one. This is only for listeners of the entire episode.
toppers?
Because the comments would be off the chain if I if people.
Oh my gosh, I know. The Kinsey Heim thing is.
Oh my gosh. The Kinsey Heim basically saying like her kids had the same sleep schedule as her family, and people are going nuts about it. I'm like, what did you guys? Even when she said this is going to be controversial, I'm like,
I know.
There's nothing controversial about that.
It's insane.
2 months later, people are still blowing.
Like 300,000.
It's
300,000 impressions.
Of the most.
This is your moment. Now you can get all the.
No! Boozy breast milk, girl. Like, I have a whole name and a meme, and no, I'm out. But I am admitting,
the impressions.
I don't care about impressions. I don't care about social currency. I don't want to be known as like the boozy breast milk bitch, because that's probably what would happen. So anyway, please forgive me, everyone out there. I was doing the best I could and trying to feed my kids breast milk and whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, you also need to like enjoy life and enjoy yourself.
Okay, speaking of Kinsey Heim though, I do want to give a shout out because this is Freckles and Linens, and it's a onesie.
How do I get in on the Freckles and Linens?
It's okay. So I will tell you, she doesn't give me a bunch of free shit.
You post sometimes that she does.
I do post. Sometimes she will give me. But I also support and buy.
Okay.
Because I get it. I'm not looking.
Well,
like
she came on our show. I like supporting people that, like, I always buy.
So I bought the cutest little romper the other day. It's like corduroy almost, and I'm gonna wear it on Sunday. It's powder blue. Super. Anyway, it's great. Like, and Jonah will bring it to the ballpark. It's so funny, and he'll be like, so I'll text her. I'm like, just put it in an order. Just send it with Jonah or whatever. So you don't have to ship it. And so he'll always say this.
Like, here's your onesie.
He goes, thank you for shopping small. Like every time he hands me something.
That's really
thank
cute.
You for shopping small. And I'm like, that's the cutest husband thing ever.
That is cute.
Yeah. So anyway, these are like little workout, like with these little like parachute short, like it's so comfortable. It's my favorite.
I love a good onesie. Like I have a dress workout.
I mean, it's a little bit like when you go to the bathroom, you feel really exposed. Like
it's pretty hot. I don't know.
Thanks. But if you're like in the bathroom
to wear in public.
So like what I mean, when you're wearing a jumpsuit or a onesie or whatever, and you're going to the bathroom, like in a public place, like it's the most vulnerable thing ever because you're literally. Like
if someone walked in on you, you'd be
like, right, is the lock broke? Like, is everything okay?
Like everything's hanging
right.
out.
Like it's all here I am. And
like don't wear a onesie to like a golf tournament because then you're in a porta pot.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
you don't want to be in a porta pot. But I do love this.
Naked. So, no.
Right?
You don't want to be in a porta potty, period. But it's necessary sometimes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was doing a news story.
That's right. What were we talking about? Oh, free stuff. Formula.
Yeah, no taxes.
We went to sleep schedule and then my
and the
onesie.
Breastfeeding thing. I learned all about your breastfeeding.
Breast milk bitch.
I learned all about your breastfeeding adventures, which I have none of. When I'm kind of grateful for that, by the way.
Well, yeah, that's why I got boob job.
That's why you got boob job
because of the breast milk.
Okay, we're going to talk about this later at 5. Just warning you because you're coming on the speakeasy today, and these guys are obsessed with breast milk stories. They are.
Okay.
Yeah, she's coming on my show this afternoon.
I meant more of the breast milk stories.
Oh yeah. Well, Jesse James Decker was just in the news, and Jeff keeps telling me to hold the story till we have time. Because he wants to expand upon it. Because she is going to have a 4th baby.
Okay.
And
speaking of TMG News
Desk. TMG News Desk. She's going to have a 4th baby with Eric Decker. And she did like a Instagram story that now people are posting that's like saying if she had known, she wouldn't have gotten her fake boobs so big or something. And talking about breastfeeding with fake boobs and all this stuff. So that's what I'm going to talk about with the radio and you today.
Who cares?
Because when she gets pregnant, they get even bigger. So like her boobs are like giant.
Ginormous.
Yeah. And then she's also trying. Did you breastfeed with fake ones?
No. I got them after.
Okay.
That's why I
got boob job.
That's why I got boob job.
That's why I got boob job.
Because they literally suck the life out of this.
You can with the fake ones.
I'm sure you can. Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyways, this is a big topic.
Okay.
On our radio show.
Can't wait.
So where was I? Diapers, adult and children diapers. No one even cares about this new story anymore.
I know. Circle back around. That's okay.
Feminine hygiene products.
Don't like those anymore.
Menstrual cups.
Whoa, what are those?
I don't know.
Menstrual cups?
Yeah, they're like diaphragms.
Oh.
I use them though.
suggest that, honestly.
So they won't be
those
taxed
disposable.
anymore.
Let's make those
Menstrual cups, pads, and sponges. Sanitary.
Sponges?
That's a thing too.
Sponges up there?
Yeah. Right, Ash?
I thought they were used for
You put a... You don't put
post-coital relations.
Post what?
After sex.
No, we need a doctor back over here.
So I'm just trying to do a responsible news story, but turns out we don't know what any of this shit is. So that's the story.
Sponges?
Menstrual cups, pads, and sponges.
You just wanted to say
menstrual
cups.
sponges. I don't.
Are they talking about tampons?
No, they have
no,
tampons on
tampons
there.
is on the list.
So I don't have any of those anymore, but I'm going to have a daughter. I mean, I have a daughter. She's going to have a period. So I can't wait for that. That's going to be amazing.
Emily, you're going to be dealing with that sooner rather than later. I hear it's like 11 for people these days.
I was 11.
I was a late bloomer, though.
I was too. I was like 14.
I think I was like 16.
Really?
I was begging. I wanted so bad. I was like, I just want to... Like, first of all, they were calling me mosquito bites because my boobs were so small because I hadn't hit puberty.
Yeah.
Like, what are those mosquito bites?
Look at her now. Where are they now?
Look
bitches?
what I got.
Look at her.
Look what I got. And they're perky, damn it.
Oh, you mosquito bite assholes.
Yeah.
Come have a look.
I mean, obviously it didn't affect me at all. I mean, no, I'm scarred by it. It was, and they called me a gorilla because my legs were so hairy. Yes. They'd be like, ooh, 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 ooh. And they're like,
oh,
it was, I was getting it from all angles. Like, yes.
It's so mean.
Yes. 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 It was awful. I'm laughing. But maybe I'm having PTSD.
I never knew that they called you gorilla.
My leg hair was something special. Like it was, and
it was thick, dark,
both. It's not good. Listen, I didn't have a good like middle school experience. There was nothing easy about middle school other than like the actual schoolwork. I had just moved to Plainview from California.
Aww.
Like I'm just trying all the things to fit
sad
in.
For you.
It is sad for me. Yeah, so anyway. So it was mosquito and gorilla girl and whatever. Which I don't even know what I was talking about. So anyway, yeah, late bloomer.
Okay.
It's funny though how like
can we do like a whole special edition when Hattie gets her?
So, but how crazy is it that like I had
2 hour
dark, thick leg hair from like in like the 5th grade, and then I didn't start my period until I was like a sophomore in high school.
I started shaving mine in like 4th grade.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, but I didn't hit puberty. I don't know. I'm fucked up.
Everybody's so different. And it's like a 4-year-ish range, it seems. Like from 11 to like 15.
Yeah. And then, but Henry still hasn't gone through puberty. He's 12. I mean, obviously boys are later, but he's 12. And he hasn't gone through puberty yet.
Some of his friends are. They have the deep voice.
100%. And it's
so weird when the kid gets the deep voice. And you're like,
whoa. What just happened to you?
But you have to play it cool. Right?
Oh yeah, but like he is like wearing deodorant and because he
good.
That's
he's
something.
stinky.
Yeah, but like no hair under the arms or anything. I mean,
man, we do. We'll have to do a puberty edition.
It's gonna be a thing.
Have you seen Working Moms?
Yes, Working Moms. It is.
I watched one episode.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well, anyway, back to my
last
list.
segment. Oh no, list. I'm still talking about the menstrual cups and sponges.
It doesn't matter.
All right, there's a lot
Congratulations to you if you are about to have a baby or whatever. Now you don't have to pay taxes on things. Thank you,
and
Dallas.
you got a pro tip for me on the toppers, tipsy toppers.
Mom game special.
Okay, yeah.
Perfect for teething.
God bless me. Oh my gosh. I hope that no crazy people watch this episode that are going to come after me.
They won't. And
and then they're going to take it.
Your kids, your choice. Your boobs, your choice.
Boobs,
my boobs, my choice.
My milk,
That's the title.
my prerogative. Okay. All right. We've got to do what's on your feed, which is our winner.
We do have a
I know.
winner of
And
our
it's-
back to school giveaway.
It's brought
We've
to
been
us.
teasing this for a while.
We should have had this reverse where BottleRover brought us this segment and then Rev Entertainment.
Well, we need to fire our producer.
It's me. I did the rundown.
The rundown
or not
producer.
the rundown producer. Yeah, no.
Not you.
No, not Ashley. Ashley didn't. She would have had this much more dialed in than I do. Okay, but what's on your feed is our contest winner, and it's brought to us by our friends at Rev Entertainment, who is also the entertainment arm of Globe Life Field.
Yes.
So basically, they are in charge of everything outside of the games,
Yes.
concerts.
They have a lot
parties, all that
going
stuff.
on there at Globe Life Field. Besides just baseball, I took my family out to their Rangers Family Fun Day event about a month or so ago. It was really cool. The kids thought it was so cool just to be standing there on the baseball field looking up, and like they could run around. There were bounce houses. There was so much fun stuff for them to do. You too can tour Globe Life Field and get behind the scenes tour of the ballpark on game days and non-game days. If you have a little guy that plays baseball, how cool is that for them to go walk all around and see the ballpark when there's not a game going on or when there even is one? As we know, the Rangers are hot.
They're still hot.
They have been hot enough to keep them relevant.
Yes. You're
Just
very
editing
relevant.
the copy here.
Yes, sorry.
They have been hot enough that they
have
are
been hot.
still competitive, and hopefully we have playoff baseball. That's all we really want right now. But of course, they led the AL West for a majority of this season, so it's really cool to get to go out there and get a behind-the-scenes look. So don't miss your exclusive behind-the-scenes experience. Tour tickets are available as well. Go to globelifefield.com/tours. And then
Yeah.
just stay tuned because they have a lot of concerts and stuff like that out there.
Yes,
Too.
and you can do a tour with Rangers Hall of Famer and my boss, John Blake.
Oh, he's leading the tour?
He has some special select tours available.
Wow. How
For
about
even
that?
higher price tag. And they're full all the time.
The
It's
John Blake
insanity.
tour?
Yes.
That's awesome.
People are like, all right, what do you want next? Like he's whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean, no one knows more about the Rangers than John Blake.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
got really good BS, and so he leads one of those tours.
That's very true. Very cool.
Okay, so let's do it. Let's announce the winner of
Okay.
our giveaway.
Yes, our back to school giveaway.
Yeah.
We have a really wonderful prize package of things from our awesome sponsors that have donated, and we want to reward an educator.
Yeah, so let's tell what they're getting. So you get some Coppola wine.
Yep, it's sitting right here,
You get some early bird CBD.
ready to be delivered.
We know how much I love the early bird CBD
Mhm.
gummies.
Mm-hmm.
We have some mom game swag.
Mom game swag, some
We
little
have
tumblers that are really cute.
Yo Quiero
Yes.
goodies.
Yes.
And then it's all going to be delivered
Oh.
by.
Yeah, and a cutting edge cryo
Oh yeah.
donated. I was actually there this morning.
Oh, nice.
They have this really awesome treatment that they donated. It's called a Cassin treatment. Basically, it's like body contouring, but they help blow off with like liquid
Okay.
frozen hydrogen stuff. It's like it looks like a little fire extinguisher, and
Okay.
they blow off your fat.
Okay.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So they donated, I think, a 3-pack of
Yeah.
that.
And then did Divalor do something?
Divalor donated a facial.
Okay.
So it's a deluxe hydrofacial from
Yeah.
Divalor Medical Wellness. So we have a really awesome prize pack. It's basically just intended to spoil somebody who works really hard to give back to the kids in their community.
Yeah.
And we have a winner.
We have a winner. And so we let Julie's kids wanted to do the drawing. They knew about the contest. They wanted to do the drawing. Obviously, we're not pulling them out of school to be on the mom game and do the drawing. So you did this last night.
Yes, we did it last night.
And you have the winner. And the winner is?
The winner is Mary K. Thomas.
Mary K. Thomas.
Mary K. Thomas was, she did have a lot of nominations, which means a lot of people love her.
Okay, because you got one entry per nomination. Got it.
Yes. And she's a preschool teacher.
Oh, God bless them.
Right?
Yeah. Where's
Like-
she a preschool teacher at?
We'll have to research that.
Yeah, we
it
need to
didn't
find out.
say, like in the
We're
nominations.
going to deliver the goodies to her house.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
going to deliver the goodies. So
Because I don't think we can deliver early bird CBD and Coppola wine to school. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
no,
her house.
we'll deliver it to her house. Her son, I know, entered her, so maybe we could even we could even deliver it to him. This is just a few of the comments that said, Miss Thomas is the best preschool teacher ever and is very dedicated to her students. She's the kindest and the best. She's the best pre-K teacher. She's the most wonderful and dedicated preschool teacher in Dallas. She deserves all the love and support that this could offer. She's been a preschool teacher for 20 plus years. Every kid she has taught absolutely loves her.
Aww.
So all kinds of comments like that. And that's why she got so many entries into our contest, because each time somebody commented, we entered them for a drawing. Here is someone saying she's the GOAT. She's creating a bright future for the next generation. And preschool, that is a tough job because these kids don't even know what it's like to go to school yet.
Right.
And they're learning to talk and write and everything else. Some of them just started walking. I can't even imagine.
I know.
So,
and wiping their own ass.
You got to help them go potty.
Ugh.
Potty train, all of that. So Mrs. Thomas, thank you so much for everything that you do to give back to kids in your community. We're so happy to spoil you.
Congratulations, Mrs. Thomas.
Yay! So we will be in touch to get her goodies.
Yeah, and we've got an exciting couple of weeks coming.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie Parker, Fort Worth Mayor, will be on with us. My friend Tara, who has sweet Charlotte, the Down syndrome child, and she's going to talk about. She's just such a, like I said, she's in addition to being like one of the nicest humans ever, she's educated herself so much on, Down syndrome and having a Down syndrome child, and, so much more aware and heightened about the needs of people who have disabilities or whatever you want to call them. Now I feel like the language, I want to talk to her about that too. Like, yeah, for sure. What is not offensive to say about Charlotte or whatever. Because I think that's that's why I wrote Something Special in the Stands. That children's book that I wrote was so my kids would know how to, properly process different people that are different than them, look different than them.
I need that book.
I'll bring you some.
Yeah.
So anyway,
now.
I think it's important. I think instead of not asking questions, and just not saying anything, I feel like it's important to have conversations. And
I'm looking forward to that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got some really great guests coming up. We're hitting our groove now. Once Labor Day hits, I feel like everyone kind of settles into the fall and and all that kind of stuff. So
for sure.
It's good.
Good things ahead.
Good things ahead
for the mom game.
Yeah.
I'm off to do some radio.
You got to do radio. I don't have to do radio.
Yay! You get to go party.
But definitely not partying. But but then here comes September. So it'll be a fun, Rangers. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Rangers in the home stretch.
Okay.
They better make the playoffs or I freaking quit. Quit everything.
Okay. I'll let them know.
Okay.
I'll let them know they're responsible.
Please do.
Okay. All right. That's going to do it for episode 181.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. In the meantime, Mom Game out.
Mom Game out.